Hello there, you're now with me, Radzi Ahmad, for TVS English News at 5. Let us begin with some top stories for today. The Sarawak government is looking into setting up a pension fund for its civil servants. Sarawak Premier Dato' Paniki Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg said, however, the matter is still in the midst of discussion stage.
Biarlah ambil masa sedikit. Kerana ia ada hubung kait dengan pension fund. Jadi saya adalah sikit tapi saya tak dapat umumkan. Kalau tenaga dah ada, bolehlah saya umumkan. Ia lagi masih dalam peringkat discussion dan juga melihat bagaimana keadaan masa depan.
He said this when speaking at the Premier's 2023 message ceremony this morning. Abang Johari also acknowledged the support given by the state civil servants to the state government through policies that were successfully delivered to the people.
Jadi apa saya nak sebut situ, saya mengucap terima kasih kepada perkhidmatan awam dan juga kepada SS kita sekarang yang ingin hendak bekerja sebagai satu tim, SCS team, untuk membantu kita dalam kerjaan. Terima kasih kepada pihak sivil.
Meanwhile, Sarawak Premier Dato' Paniki Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg has introduced visionary economic and development policies in driving Sarawak forward. Deputy Sarawak Premier Dato' Amar Douglas Uga Ambas said this was proven with four main initiatives such as the Digital Economy Agenda, Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy 2030, Regional Development Agency and Green Economy.
We Sarawak also aspire to uplift and transform Sarawak into an advanced state in Malaysia by 2030. Yang Mohd Premier, ladies and gentlemen, his statement is not just rhetoric. Ada orang madah alio kosong, yang madah alio kosong ya alio sudah kosong. It is a pledge. It's not just rhetoric. It's a pledge and a turning point of Abang Joh's mission to develop and transform Sarawak into an advanced region in Malaysia by 2030.
He said this at Premier's 2023 message ceremony today. In the meantime, Uga said Gabungan Parti Sarawak GPS will always give full support and confidence to Abang Johari to keep leading Sarawak towards excellence.
Let us stay united. Render him our undivided support and cooperation so that he can focus what needs to be done to get us through the challenging time and come out even stronger and more prosperous. Sarawak will be on track to attain the goal to be advanced region in Malaysia by 2030.
There will be no additional standard operating procedures (SOP) imposed on travelers arriving in Sabah from China. Now, this was said by Sabah Chief Minister Dato' Sri Hajiji Noor.
Hajiji added the only SOP requirement for travelers from China is to produce negative PCR tests for COVID-19 and be vaccinated as per their own country's requirement, effective last Sunday, January 8th. He further said that with China's border officially opening on January 8th, he looks forward to welcoming China's visitors to Sabah's shores once again. He said this at the Chinese New Year reception hosted by the Chinese Consul General in Kota Kinabalu, Huang Shifang, yesterday. Speaking further, Hajiji said that Sabah was looking forward to more investments from China as economic and trade cooperation between the state and China continue to progress. Commenting further on the relationship between Sabah and China, he said that during the height of the pandemic, the Chinese government, through the China consulate, has extended various assistances to Sabah, especially medical assistance.
Celebrations in May are one of the highly anticipated programs planned by the National Unity Ministry to boost the spirit of patriotism and love for the country. Dato' Aaron Agodagang, the National Unity Minister, said the programs will be based on the theme of unity in diversity and involve diverse activities which express love, friendship, and brotherhood.
He said this when delivering the New Year 2023 message to the ministry at the Putrajaya International Convention Centre, PICC, on Thursday. At the same time, Aaron said the National Unity Index has increased from 0.567 in 2018 to 0.629 in 2022, which showed the level of unity among Malaysians is satisfactory, with room for improvement. Meanwhile, he explained that the Happiness Index study, which looks at 13 components such as family, housing and environment and other things, has registered a score of 6.48, showing that overall Malaysians are at a happy level. Also present at the event was National Unity Ministry Secretary-General Dato' Indra Noridah Abdul Rahim, who led ministry members to sign the Corruption-Free Pledge Declaration, which was then handed over to the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission MACC Community Education Division Director Dato' Razim Muhammad Noor.
Prime Minister Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim stressed that the welfare of the poor, especially the hardcore poor, will continue to be the government's priority. He explained that the Rahmah, mercy conceptual approach will also continue to be emphasized in all government programs under his administration. He told reporters after attending a meeting with the heads of departments and senior federal officials at the Senate Hall of University Malaysia Terengganu on Thursday. The Prime Minister said he wanted to ensure more focus is given to education, health and welfare projects for the people, and the federal government is open to work with all parties, including state governments under the opposition bloc. Welcome back. Now in Bolivia, the leaf has a number of uses, from helping with altitude sickness, as a mild stimulant, and even as a form of medicine for illnesses. And Bolivians are currently celebrating the centuries-old tradition of chewing coca leaves as part of the Akuliku celebration that marks the country's relationship with traditional crop. The President Luis Arce aims to get the leaf taken off the 1961 convention's list as he called on regional countries to join in its campaign.
La batalla que tenemos que librar, porque el objetivo es, como lo mencionaba también nuestro Gilata, que está trabajando arduamente con un equipo, este tema, lograr definitivamente la desclasificación de la lista de la Convención de 1961 de la hoja de coca como estupefaciente y lograr la libre comercialización de nuestra hoja de coca y sus derivados.
Coca is the main ingredient in cocaine, and it was declared an illegal narcotic alongside heroin, opium, morphine, and other hosts of chemical drugs. However, at the Akuliku festival, the coca leaf has also been reformulated into drinks and soap. La Paz is looking to change international perspectives on coca leaf and aims for a legal commercialization of the crop on a global scale.
Protests in Cusco city of Peru, sparked by the former President Pedro Castillo, have led to a series of violent clashes with the police. Local media reported that members of a civil construction union, as well as people from different provinces, faced off with the law enforcement while headed to the Alejandro Velasco Astete International Airport.
The video footage showed protesters throwing stones at police who fired a tear gas to clear the area. Cusco's crime prevention prosecutor, Eduardo Poblet, said the movement wanted to copy another protest in the southern city of Juliaca, where 17 civilians were killed in violence as thousands of protesters attempted to charge the airport.
Why do they want to come to the airport? They can protest in Cusco. Do they want to emulate Puno? Do we want blood stains? Are we going to keep throwing stones and more stones? I've been here. Nobody told me. I have a blow in my leg.
The series of violence is the worst that Peru has seen in over 20 years. The Andean country have been rugged with protests since the sudden outing of the leftist former president Castillo in December, which caused 40 people killed.
Taiwan's military demonstrated their preparedness to safeguard the island in the Air Force Showcase drill that is held annually ahead of the Lunar New Year holiday. The 2nd Air Force Wing paraded a fleet of Mirage 2000 fighter jets and performed takeoff and landing techniques during the media display in southern Taiwan.
Fighter pilot Lieutenant Colonel Wu Bong Yang told in a news conference that Taiwan's fighter wings are always on alert when asked about China's regular incursion near the island.
Regarding this question of increased incursions by China's Air Force, I am certain that besides the Hsinchu Air Base, all of Taiwan's fighter wings are always on alert. We also have flight training every day in the air. When facing an emergency situation, we will always follow instructions from the command and react based on our readiness guidance. And most importantly, we are maintaining security in our airspace and national security. In a week's time, we will celebrate Lunar New Year. I am certain that all units of the Air Force will continue their mission so that our countrymen can have a safe environment to celebrate the New Year.
Taiwan's Defense Ministry said that 57 Chinese aircraft and 4 naval vessels have been operating around the island over the previous 24 hours, which includes 28 aircraft that flew right into Taiwan's airspace. China has openly claimed that the democratically governed Taiwan is its own territory and has been ramping up its military, political, and economic pressure to assert those claims.
China recorded a whopping 37.88 million passenger trips on Wednesday, January 12, via various modes of transportation as the month draws near to the Lunar New Year celebration. Though this marks a significant increase in domestic travel since the country was hit by the pandemic, about 41.4%, the travel percentage lags 48.9% when compared to the same drop in 2019.
In the breakdown of data, China's highway recorded the highest with 29.62 million users, followed by railway 6.688 million, air transport 1.164 million, and 416,000 users traveled via water transportation on the same day. Over 34.25 million vehicles were tallied on the country's expressway network, while 8,492 trains were in operation. Railway authorities ensured travels were smooth as the country deals with cold weather. The waiting area for passengers was expanded to 6,000 square meters, equipped with enclosed canopy space, with additional space of 2,000 square meters of makeshift shelters just outside the Guangzhou railway station.
And those were the updates for News at 5. I'm Razi Ahmad. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.